fan friends, right? What rings would you give up for a Knicks ring, right? Meaning, like, would I give up any of the Giants Super Bowls, like trade that for a Knicks championship? Probably not. Will I maybe give up the '09 Yankees World Series championship with A-Rod? Yeah, I'm going to give that one up for a Knicks ring for sure. And it's, look, Yankees have rings, Giants have rings, Rangers had a Stanley Cup '94. I have not seen the Knicks championship in my lifetime. It makes me want to root for them even more. I don't jump off the ship when it's not going right. I stay on. I'm the last man on.
So, well, let me ask you this: is your beloved wife in your Knicks fandom as well?
She's starting to get there, right? She's from Cleveland.
And what if you had to trade in your wedding ring for the Knicks championship ring? Would she allow it?
She's so supportive of my love for sports, but that might be going one step too far. Fan friends.
So, yeah. I think right now people are in a frenzy here in New York for the Knicks' success. So much so, let me go on my solo shot. So much so that, people are going absolutely crazy for the Knicks' success. I think they do have a chance. I know we have to first finish the series. They've been kind of on a streak right now. We've got to finish the series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're going to Cleveland tomorrow, I believe, for a game. And then it's going to be the winner between OKC and the Spurs. And if you look at those games have been super competitive. And I do think those teams are, and then mind you, I'm not the most basketball savvy. That's why we need Chris over here. But those teams are kind of, to me, looked at like two of the best teams in the league from what I know. And then they got two of the best players in the league, and that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Wemby. So when I look at the stardom on those two squads, and I know we got Jalen Brunson. I just hope that our team can compete with those two teams, and I think the finals either way are going to be fantastic. But I think we need to get New York in there. We need to get New York in there. Oh shit! Let me see what- All right, let's see if he's back. You good, fam? Hey man, you good?
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like I'm back.
Okay.
What did I miss?
Nothing crazy. I was just talking about how, if you're a fan of a sport, would you give up, and I'm sure a lot of people would, give up a championship of, let's say you're a fan of the Yankees and the Knicks. You would probably give up a championship of the Knicks, of the Yankees to get a Knicks championship. And which one would you give up? So I just played a clip of, I think his name is Jerry, homeboy from he played in the Entourage show. But he said that he would give up.
Oh, you're talking about Turtle.
I'm not sure what his name is.
He played Turtle in I think he might have, if you're talking about Jerry, he played Turtle. Jerry Ferrer?
Ferrer, yeah. So, he said he would give up the Jeter and A-Rod World Series for the Knicks.
I'm not giving up the '09 championship. I ain't even got to hear what he's talking about. No, I'm not giving up that championship against the Phillies, bro. No.
Would you give up a Texas Rangers? I mean, you're not really a Dallas fan. You're not from Dallas either. But you would want a Dallas Super Bowl. But would you give up? What's your number one team in basketball? Or do you have a team? Or you just
I will get, honestly, to be real, I will give up the 20. I'm a Lakers fan. Well, I'm a Kobe. I'm a Kobe fan. So I'm a Lakers fan. Mm-hmm. The year that we got beat by Dallas, their championship run, they won in 2011.
Okay.
That would have been a potential for Kobe's third three-peat. It would have been fucking unprecedented. I'll give up that bubble championship.
Mm.
I give up the LeBron 2020 bubble championship.
But Kobe didn't win it in the bubble.
No, he didn't win it. I know. I will give it up to give it to Kobe.
What?
I'll give
So
up the
you no no
bubble
no. You
Lakers.
got to give up your favorite team. You got to give up either
I gotta give up my
like a
favorite team.
Yeah, you got to give up like a Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl for that bubble championship. That's what you got to
Uh,
do. Because you can't just go with
okay.
teams. I mean, we're talking about cities, but if you're a fan of the same team in the same city, then it makes sense. But if you're not, if you got like different teams in different cities, you got to go with what your squads are. Me,
Yeah,
I'm really just a football fan, so it's the Jets or die, But I do root for the Knicks. I do when things are going good for I root for the Mets, So, but I'm not die hard for those two teams. I'm really just a primary diehard Jet fan. But for you, with the Lakers and Kobe's, being a fan of Kobe, you gotta give up a Cowboys Super Bowl for that. That's what I'm trying to say.
oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I want to lie. I want really. Mike was gonna do cocaine anyway. Cause
All right, all
I
right.
give I give up one of the Mike Urban
Yeah,
championships for
yeah.
me.
So
Absolutely.
yeah. So I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're back, looking fresh. How's your day, man?
Shit. It was, bro. This week been tiring. It's the last week of school here, so between uh, you know, award ceremonies and donuts for dads. Today was donuts for dads at Christian school. So
Donuts for
I was
dad.
I was there. Yeah, they had muffins for moms last week around Mother's Day. And it was like it's like parent appreciation type thing, and then you come and
On
sit with your
fire.
kids at school and everything. So today was donuts for dads, and I went there. It was for 9:30 to 11, and then of course you can't go to school and then leave your kid there. So then they got out of school early, but excuse me. So from then I come home and I tap right into the baby. I had the baby for about an hour and a half, and then as soon as I look up, it's time for me to go get CJ. So I've been dadding it for show today, and then I fucked around and crashed and took a crazy nap. And I'm really right now just getting life back together in this last half hour, nigga. I've been goddamn
Yeah.
discombobulated, but it's Friday. It's Friday. It's a holiday weekend.
Hmm.
Drake's been playing outside. Niggas is beat beat baby. I'm glad I'm
That's
not the
that
only one that likes the
song.
song. I'm glad I'm not the
That
only one that
song is
likes it,
not
man.
that good. It's not
It's
that
not
good.
as
The
catchy.
beat is trash. That beat is. I
It's a,
hate that beat. I hate that beat, bro. But hey,
you don't, but you're not.
a lot of
You
bad
don't fuck
songs are
with the
catchy,
synth. You
huh?
don't like the synth. You don't like the
Yeah,
synth.
I'm not a
It's a
big
lot of.
synth guy. It's just too much, bro. But that beat in particular is really bad. That
Joe
I think that's
described it
one.
as
I
a
think,
Zelda beat.
huh?
Joe described it as a Zelda beat.
Oh, Zelda, NES. Yeah, I hated that shit, bro. But yeah, it's definitely catchy. It definitely. I think he might have like referenced another track that people are saying came out.
Leaky
But
Leaky.
okay,
From they they collabed on So Far Gone a
okay.
little and so he and interpolated
Interpolate. Yeah, there you
uh
go. Yeah. So yeah, you got a little catchy vibe to it, and hope maybe that's the song of the summer. Who knows? So we'll
well,
see.
that shebang, I've been outside with you got a little bit of whole face. The girl say you got a little cocaine. You was like, no, I've been outside, and I'm going down to West Palm.
Hmm.
The grandmother is said, she's willing to take the kids for a little bit to give us a day or whatever. So
Okay,
I'm
that's good.
excited to hit the
Hold on one
beach, get
second.
the sun. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm
So
by myself with the little one over here, so
oh, my man guy, Gibby Gabe over there, man. Shout out to the young nephew, Gabe. Hey, man, I want to since the solo shots on me, I want to give a quick, important shout out to all the parents and caretakers, including my brother CT, for looking after and taking care of children with autism. You know what I'm saying? Um, It is a wonderful, beautiful, tiring, stressful um um world, that we kind of live in, being caretakers of them. And so I just want to give everybody who might be struggling. Oh, I was giving a shout out to everybody, giving a shout out and a well respect to everybody who's taking care of children with autism. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, I have a child. You take, your uncle to Gabe, and it is a really, it takes a caring, special, um, empathetic, sympathetic, right?
Mhm.
Going through, like, it takes a lot
It's different.
from it
Yeah.
takes a lot out of you, and they are just being them. They are them. There's not a lot of uh um connectivity of my actions is impacting somebody else's actions,
You said
because
later
that's
on. Somebody said later on, are we gonna do a review of the Iceman album? We did one already, low key.
oh where that comment was at.
It's on Twitch or is it YouTube? I'm not sure. Let's check it out.
Beep beep baby. You know my Z come with the heat sheet, baby. Yeah, yeah. My we can we can warm that up real quick. It's been a week. You sat with it.
Yeah,
Are you still along the lines of where you were at when it released a week ago? Because I've seen a lot of tone changes. You don't have to be one of them. You're not one of them. You're a self thinker. But has your tone changed by sitting with the music for a week?
I think it's a better album than Drake has put out recently, more recently. But I genuinely don't think I'm ever gonna get the Drake that I want again. So from what he gave us, um, a lot of it I don't like, but more majority of it I don't like. But I
What
like
what would
what.
that Drake be, if
Hmm?
we can get there real quick? What would that Drake be? Like, just like,
It would,
what would that, like? Is it bits and pieces of
you
things?
know
Is it
what?
one
I
particular? Is like what?
Let me see. You know it. I always tell you like, "Hold on, we're going on" is my favorite Drake song, right?
Hmm.
So
Album full of the singing, nigga. Because I know
not
we talk. Because I know we.
and then I have then I love the motto. Then I love
Okay.
um Forever. You know, then I love I like different versions of Drake. I really do. But when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's really bad. I don't like the typically I don't like the parody Drake or the jokey Drake or you know I mean the eyes the sexy red stuff he does. Um, but I will dig a controller. I will dig nice for what, you know? Um,
You like Fear. You like the calm. Like that rapping. Don't believe the lies.
yeah,
Look
yeah,
in my eye. You
yeah.
like, okay? So okay. So
It-
I listen to that, and I hear a little bit of when Wale released the album About Nothing and the song Helium Balloon, right? And it gives a little bit of that, because he goes through that as well as an artist. A lot of people say they want the old Wale, right? And then when you get the new album, you get a little bit of the old Wale,
yeah.
but nobody pays attention that
I
that's
like that album, man. I did pay attention to
right,
that.
right, right.
So I like it personally. Um, but that's just me. But I also like Wally when he raps. Like when he has a song he just threw out there last year called "What's Your Phone," and it's a sample from a Tupac beat back in the day.
Yep.
It's real funky. I ain't tripping up the day, pick a nigga, want to pick another date. Airplane move, put the bitches in the way. The shit is just so fly. And I really dig that vibe. So, well, you know, I like Wale rapping, but when it comes to him and Drake, I look at them very different. In his R&B, I think he does it a little bit
I think
better.
they're similar.
I
I
think
like the way that the
well, put it
outside
this way,
looking in.
Drake R&B at its peak is better, but consistently, Wale is way is better at doing R&B tracks and mixing it with his raps. It's more of a structured song in a way that I like to digest my music
Wale's
with a
concept.
real chorus,
Wale is
with a
very
real hook,
conceptual.
a very
He's very
good
he's
concept.
very he's very
Exactly,
conceptual. Very
concept
conceptual.
hook. All that stuff. Chorus, if necessary, if you got somebody featured on it, it's a structured song. Whereas I feel like sometimes Drake just be getting in the booth and just saying shit, and then seeing what sticks, uh, and I just don't really vibe with that personally. I'm not gonna. I need you to come up with that's why Marvin's Room is such a good. I like that song so much. The concept really does carry the song, you know, um, and then everybody's doing their own version of it because everybody's been there, you call on an ex, that or you get a little bit drunk and you're like, should I call that girl or should I call that guy? You can relate to it, and I feel like with Wale, I can relate to his music more, whereas Drake, the concepts are so repetitive and shallow, and I'm like, all right, cool, I can see that the song might be a little bit of a bop, but
I
I'm
love
not
you.
playing it over and over
I
again.
love you. I love you because I love Wale, and Wale can be repetitive, especially if we're talking about a particular bag, right?
Okay,
If we're talking
I think
about
everybody can be repetitive given over the course of an album, depending on how many songs you give you, right? But
not album, but I mean subject matter.
I don't think Wale's
Wale
subject
is
matter
very
is
repetitive in subject matter for blowing up and being mainstream and R&B, which you just gave him props for. Because I don't want. Do I need to go get my signed Wale sneakers? Like I am a Wale fan, right? So, but to your point, when you was like at Drake's peak, he's his R&B right now. It's tough, and I made that face because I think Wale at his peak
better than Drake.
but at Wale's real dedication to rap, I think that is superior as well to
100%.
Drake. You
100%.
know what I'm saying? Like, and the pen. Like, Wale has a lot of ghostwriter, ghost writing, for others, right? Wale is very, very influential with the way that he can his cadences, the way he puts words together, the way he shortens them, the way he elongates them, the way that he like, you know what I'm saying? Wale is very technically sound when it comes to rapping. Which is why when I'm hearing people say they want the old Wale, it is the Wale of what you just described Drake of, right? It's the Wale of I see a girl, a girl hurt my feelings, or I see a girl, I love the girl, or I see a girl, don't know if I could talk to her, or I see a girl and she's like it's a girl. It's the muse. His
I
muse is
guess I
his
don't.
muse.
I guess because he tackles it in different ways that I feel
It's more
are so
mature, but it's the
that
same subject matter.
that is. But just because you see a girl does not mean it's the same concept. Just because it has to do with a girl doesn't mean it's the same concept. Also, if you see a girl in both songs, and one is an Afrobeat song and one is an R&B song, they're completely different to me. You know, so that's how I look at it. So like what so if you're using Pigeon English in this song, but in that one you have a R&B singer on the hook, it changes the vibe to me completely. You
Yeah,
know,
having Leon Thomas and Kid on two different songs
Exactly. Even
is,
though it might be about a girl, it's very different song to me. So I kind of give that, like Controller is similar to and topic to a lot of other songs, but it's a completely different song and it sticks out to me when I think about Drake because it's because I know control. Me, I'm a guy who I like to go to the club, or I used to, and wine at a pretty young
No, talk
thing,
that,
you
talk
know,
that, talk that, talk that single
pretty
talk, Chidi.
pretty young thing. So I have seen the girl and then gotten her number or talked to her and gotten to that, gotten a little dance with her, and that's what it brings me back to is those moments where I'm at the dancehall club or and just you know
So is music more of a feel for you, a place, a nostalgic, like when you
yo,
hear,
you just hit the
uh,
nail. When I hear music, I need to go somewhere, bro, or I need to think higher, or something has to take me somewhere,
okay.
or I gotta like dissect it. I gotta be inspired in some way, whether it's you gotta take me somewhere in my past or my future. Basically, when I hear music or
But
present
you can't live in an. I was just about to say. So
or
like
present,
that
because if I'm going
that
through something, sometimes that's what I need to hear the most. If I'm going through something that a song like but sometimes it's also like the reason why I like Stove God so much is because there's a level of spirituality in his cocaine raps, right? And when I listen to like, and so when I listen to Stove God on Rolls Royce brake lights, right? There's a triumphant feeling to that song, bro. And you just like, I'm the
joy come
truth.
in the
I'm
morning,
the
but the
light. I'm the
like
way. Niggas broke. Niggas fake. They in the way. Like the niggas talking his shit, and you can see that he's hungry. So when I'm in my car driving, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out my life, and I'm trying to get things right, I put that on. I might put on a Big Sean. God got me working harder than my demons. A lot of people don't know that. That's like a B-side on one of his albums, and the vibe of that song, the message behind it, it hits
what
me in
album
a
that's
way.
on?
That was
Is
when
that
I was
on?
I was in Florida when that came out.
Is that on Dark Sky? That's not on
No,
Dark Sky.
no,
Okay,
it was like right before I left Florida. That song, that
okay.
album came out, and um, I got it from that one. So it was not the last album. I think the one before that. So yeah, this is more recent. Um, 20s. It's called 20s. Yeah, that was in 2020, 2021. Um, and let me just make sure it's on there. The song's called "Harder Than My Demons."
So to your point, Drake hasn't
Oh no, no,
allowed
sorry,
you
that's not the album. That's a Detroit 2. Sorry, Detroit 2.
Detroit too. Okay,
That was a
okay.
show.
So to your point, Drake hasn't allowed you to um experience the music.
In a
The
long time, I haven't heard a song from him where I'm like, yeah, I feel you. You know, I can say, wow, you rap well. I can say, wow, you know, that's an interesting story about you and the stripper. Okay, cool. That's a,
you mentioned strippers a lot, but all his songs like Marvin, okay,
he does too.
but who?
He does too.
No, no, I'm saying you mentioned strippers in regards to his music. I was saying
He
a
does.
lot
He
of his
does
music
mention.
it's not really baby M ain't a stripper right now. Who he's singing his life out for right now, she ain't a stripper. Like
Well,
you know,
listen, he
Bert,
does big up. Even the song that I like, he's bigging up the big booty strippers. So like, and maybe I'm not talking about this album. This is
no,
not
no,
one
I'm
of the
saying
albums, but
no,
the
no,
past.
I'm saying
He's
like
talking about
yeah,
yeah. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think that sometimes or are you talking about the girl who dubbed you? And I'm like, nigga, I'm just not real. I can't relate. You know,
you
you
can't
know,
relate to a girl W. Oh, I forgot. Cheaty don't
not
get
in the
dub.
way that
I forgot Big Cheaty dog. Big Cheaty don't get
I do get
dubs.
dubbed. Let's not do that. I do get dubbed. Everybody does. But not in the way that this nigga gets dubbed and then gets to whining about it. If I get dubbed, I'm over that shit within the next 48 hours. Not probably 3 hours tops, you know? And I'm moving on. So I don't feel like the passion to write about the girl who dubbed me. Maybe there's one in my past that I might have stick with me, that oh damn that really stuck with me, and that can be a muse to write a really strong poetry. Because I write poetry, you write poetry, something that sticks with me, but the girl who you flew out and she was annoying and I don't know why she's here. She's and to take
She
a trip.
ruined out. She ruined my Bahamas trip. Cause be honest. Yeah, I'm be honest. Like I'm rapping with you.
And,
If me, you just you, I'm married. If me and Ivana go to Bahamas and she fuck up the Bahama trip, do you not think I'm writing you paragraphs? I'm right. You my nigga, and I know it's not the masses, but I'm just saying the like the emotion of that. Like you, like the money I spent, the trip that we took. Like I'm just saying, like that is a real, and everybody can. And we you might not can relate. You cannot relate
no,
to
if a
your
girl
girl.
ruins my trip, I'm gonna be mad. I might talk to my boys about it, but I
I'm
damn sure will not write a song about her.
I'm gonna write a poem and I'm gonna go on
Especially,
open.
I mean, okay. You know what? When I was younger, when I was no dead ass, no, when I was younger, like literally like 19, 18, I did write a song about a girl that pissed me off. Or I wrote a poem about a girl that pissed me off, and
Bro,
um and
these
and
hoes can get you out your character, cuz.
huh?
These hoes can get you out your
For
character,
sure,
cuz.
for sure. But I'm a grown man now, so I can't listen to him talking to these young girls and getting butthurt about it. At that, I just can't relate at this age. If I was young, I'd be like, yeah, fuck that girl on the trip. Yeah, like I can see why younger cats too, and he has a resonance with a lot of younger fans because of that, because they can relate to his shit. Um, and there's a lot of toxic masculinity, anti-woman talk about, oh, these girls today model the Wonder Woman, and how they just want to do this and that and get money, and I think he speaks to those niggas, so I don't think he's speaking to me. He's definitely not speaking. I mean, he's not speaking to you either, really. But you just like the bobs, like you when you listen to music, if you can vibe to
Yeah,
it.
because I can compartmentalize message and music, right? And I think if we want to have
But
that,
so can
comp-
I listen to music that I don't even know the lyrics. Like I don't even know the language. Deadass. Like, there's music that I don't even know the language, but it has to hit me in the soul. Like I can play you some music that's French right now, and it hits me. I can play you some music that's Nigerian, like Igbo, and I can feel it. I don't even need to know what they're saying. Um, but I just don't feel him. I think I felt him on Make Them Cry, Make Them Pay. That's where I felt like I felt him the most on the album. I listened to it again since it's been a week, and
so and right now you're looking for vulnerable, and I'm not trying to cast aspersion on you. You're looking for vulnerability from a person to give you. I don't see how we like. So when you like Janet, shut the fuck up. Beat beat. It's you say you don't like the beat, you don't like the song. There's no message, but it's something that gets you go. For me, it gets you
yeah, I
going.
guess
You
you
know what
go.
I'm saying?
Not me, but
So,
you, because the beat, I hate the
but
beat. Yeah, but if the
right,
beat was
but
better, maybe it would. Like for me, yeah.
but
Like for
I'm
instance,
go ahead.
Shebang. I get it. Like that. All I have they did. Where did it go? My head. Y'all that gas me up. Where did it go? My head. Um, it's a good vibe. Like and the beat, I like it. But am I going to like go to that and be like, oh my god, I gotta hear Shebang? No, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, but I don't do that for
But
make them cry or make them pay either. Like I gotta go because I don't know what mode or mood I will
that
have
would
to
be
be
in.
in
Uh,
to go back and hear him be vulnerable. Right? You know what
but
I'm
I
saying? Like,
think no, but make them pay. I like the melody of I just wanna be free, free, and in the sequence of you rapping about what you feel like, I think is a good put together song. I do. So I need a little bit of, hook, chorus, something I can see that has some soul to it. And then I can be like, boom, I can double down on that. I'm like, all right, I'll take that with me. I might not listen to it for a good 5 months, but one day I might put it on because it does sound good. It just sounds good. That song sounds good to me. And it sounds better than a lot of stuff that Drake has done. So, but has Drake made a song that I like that is just like what's a lot like nice for what? And no no no. I'm making the pain change today. The liquor been taking my pain away. Kind of like taking your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in the box with the owners, dude. The boss of the role I grown into. I know you're different. I told you the truth. That song, what's next? Let's see what's about to happen next. That's the last time I heard a Drake song that I knew was just no message really that, but I definitely think it's a bop that I'm gonna be like, I'll play that because it's a bop. That's the last time I'm like, I'm taking that with me. That's a bop. So what I'm looking for him now is, yeah, you can make a bop. Nokia, I didn't like. I didn't like none of that sexy songs for you stuff.
You don't like first person shooter, nothing up for all the
First person
dogs.
shooter, I like J. Cole on that more than anything. You know, I beat it. Yeah, beat it. I wasn't with the whole beat it thing, and
That's
you
the
know,
end of the song, no. Like yeah,
yeah,
that's
it
the
is the end of the
very
song.
but nothing I know. So you pick out the very end, like nothing. There's a
I
four
like J.
minute.
Cole. I didn't like his. I didn't like any of what he did. I think was. He just throws certain shit in there where I'm like, it just makes me not like the entire body. And like
That's a tough critic, cause that's respect though.
I'm not even trying to. I don't think it's that tough. If you throw in
You
something,
said it throws away the whole body from something like a little throwaway line throws off the whole body.
first of all, his verse wasn't better than J Cole's. His verse was okay, but I go to that song for J Cole. His verse was all right. I don't think that Drake's verse was that great, in my opinion. Um, but I do like J Cole's verse. And I think that if you're talking about that song, it was good. That song is a good. Am I going to that song to play?
But it's not good
I'll
for
play it for other
it's not
people
good for Drake. It's
because
not. That's what I like. A standalone. So I guess you don't even like the song for Drake. So I don't even want to call it a Drake song because I do the
it
same
is, but
thing
it
for.
is his song.
No, I mean Benny. The Uncle P's Caddy is Benny the Butcher song, but I'm going there to listen for J Cole.
J Cole
So
just went.
like
J Cole went crazy on that,
he
man.
went crazy. Yeah, which is again why I Jermaine. Jermaine.
So I was talking to my nephew today. J Cole Stan, Aze, and he's like, "Yo, y'all should talk about." Because we didn't plan this, but he's like, "Y'all should talk about, uh, you know, um, Iceman, the Fall Off, and GNX and rank them." That's what because he said he was
and I will
on
put
Twitter.
and I'll put everything as a lot. And Twitter said that blog era gave us four really solid albums, and I agree. The blog era has not fell off. I know that well, Jermaine did, but I will say Jermaine is last on it.
Wow, he did
Honestly,
not fall off. Definitely did not fall off.
the fall off is worse than Iceman, bro.
You're crazy.
I'm not going back to fall off. I have not went back to fall off.
You're like Thames joint.
I'll play it 20 times and say I played it out.
Who the fuck is you is cool. I like that song. It's a long album, but because of the bars on there, I gotta give it to the Fall Off the Edge, to the Fall Off. The Iceman is cool. Like I, there's only one classic out of all four, and that's GNX in my
It's
opinion.
everything is a lot.
Okay.
Damn. Bro, I have went back to that album more than now Gen X is I mean, we not if we just talking about if we are talking about songs, rap, bars, Kendrick made a really great um sound centric album for his regional sound centric album. I really like the rapping. He was doing a lot of the victory lap shit and puffing out his chest and flexing his muscles and a lot of shit. And again, it was warranted. That's how the winner's supposed to act.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit kind of weird when the loser walks around and We've all seen fights, nigga. Nigga get his ass whooped, he get up, put his shirt back on, like, nigga, I ain't lose. Fuck you mean? Squad, come on, ride with me. Nigga, we in real life saw that. He come to school the next day and
Right.
still picking on niggas in school, nigga, because I lose. The nigga got a good punch in. That's it. Nigga got a good punch. So what I'm saying is, but to Kendrick, um he made a really good. If we, I'll put. Let's just do them two. Let's do brackets. Fuck it. Drake, Wale. I mean, Kendrick, Wale, Whacked Out Murals, Conundrum. I'll give it to Whacked Out Murals as to the point of when you first hear it and you don't know what it could be or what it is.
You don't gotta even say a word, bro. And it's better than like all these
Well,
albums, in my
Well, I
opinion.
mean, no, I'm not gonna hear. I ain't gonna hold you. When I heard the Mexican, hola noche, I wasn't really. I ain't know where he was going. I can't say. I had to hear his words first.
La
No,
noche tú y
no,
yo.
I had to hear his words first because them words, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck he giving me? So, so when he said,
Sin teatro presencia. La noche,
nigga,
la noche.
no, nigga, you need to rap before I said skip, nigga.
No.
But yeah, nigga, going up your rank. Yeah, like
You will go
he
even when they say you ain't.
Yeah, nigga.
Get your
So
feelings
I'll
out
give
the
that.
way.
But if we putting Luther up if we putting up Luther, Dodger Blue, I know they have the spins. But I'm just putting that up with Wale's with Leon Thomas joint
Mm-hmm. Shit's
and
fire.
the other. I don't want to bother today. I don't want to see you. See, I need to. That nigga kill half of
Nah,
the
I'll tell you,
horns at the
I like that
never.
song a little bit more than Luther. Luther grew on me actually. Luther wasn't
Luther
my
had to grow
favorite
up.
song,
Exactly. Dodger Blue is
but
my
they
favorite.
played it so much that I almost had no choice. But after I got it, I'm like, I really got it. Luther. Sometimes I now do go back to play it. Even though it doesn't play as much anymore everywhere I go. So I might go back and play Luther every now and then. But Wale too. I gotta play that as well. Um, I I don't think that the R&B bag is what we go to Kendrick for. I think we go for the bars, we go for the storytelling, we go for the artistry. But when you pair him with somebody like SZA, they're gonna make magic. If you pair him with someone like Rihanna, they're gonna make magic. If he has a top tier R&B artist and he's out there, oh, I just gotta handle the bars, let you handle the singing. He knows how to make an R&B track because he's not over here trying to sing every single song by himself. And then you got Wale, who I think he gets makes a very good collabs as well. So, I I I, I give them both almost like A pluses or A's, for that song. I can't really say I'm gonna choose one, but I know that Luther grew with me over time. It wasn't like an immediate.
And that's the same thing with the Leon Thomas because so with everything that we're talking about, Wale is under Def Jam, right? So you put the album out and then they put money behind. This ain't how it used to be. So if you going off of Mutt, which is Leon Thomas having one of the greatest R&B songs of the last decade, you will want to push this song. You already cleared the sample. You know what I'm saying? You already cleared the sample. She already getting her money. Might as well just go ahead and push the song. Like I love that organicness.
Hmm.
But to Joe Button's point, Joe's like, nigga, that button is pressed for that song. Like for you to hear, to see it, and everything like that, like the
Most
button
Luther.
was pressed. No, for Wale's joint with
Okay.
Leon Thomas.
Yeah,
Like he was like,
and rightfully so.
rightfully so,
Yeah.
rightfully so. Like the button needed to be pushed, but
Come
that
on,
was
Leon
that was
Thomas is going crazy right now. Wale, he's back outside. Like, let's go.
so. But when you talk about the album and a construction of an album and conceptual and storytelling, I don't see that storytelling in GNX more than I seen Everything Is a Lot, even with the title, right? I'm expecting Wale to unpack. I'm
What
expecting every song from Wale to be an unpacking of what it is
what
that we're speaking
makes
of.
what makes GNX a classic is the replayability to me. And not and this is not this is just as me. I know you play Wale nonstop, but I think majority of people will say that GNX has higher replayability when it goes from beginning, middle to end. Storytelling of um, what's the last song on GNX where he's talking about his pen?
That's not Man in the Garden, is it?
No, Matt Garden is one of my favorite songs, bro. I love that song, but not that one. This is
Let me see. I'm about to pull it up right
and I'm
now.
still waiting for that damn deluxe, bro. We haven't even heard this dude is
Gloria,
crazy.
Gloria, Gloria,
Gloria.
Gloria,
Yeah,
Gloria.
that song talking about you want to talk about storytelling. That's a storytelling song. Talking about reincarnated, that's storytelling. And these songs in particular to me are super unique. You know, that's why I think highly of this album so much.
Yeah,
It,
but you
it
going back to that?
huh?
You going back to those?
I go back to
Like,
Reincarnated. I go back to Reincarnated. But as for like Gloria is a perfect song to end an album with. Like if like I say tell you, I listen to all these songs. I listen to all these songs. There's not one skip for me, you know. And then you got songs that just give me that bop, you know, whether it's Hey Now or whether it's Squabble Love, whether it's TV Off. You got three like upbeat, you know, jams on this shit, you know, in those. And I like some tempo in my albums, you know. Whereas Wale, you know, you give me the Afro beat and I get some tempo, but then then I go back into the R&B bag, you know, and I'm like just sitting there and just, you know, vibing. And then you give me, you know, give me some bars, which is fire. But the structure of this album is just 12 songs. You're not overdoing it. Like the fall off to me, and you know, I know it's a lot. I know it's 2 discs, but to me that was a lot. And then Drake's album, 17 songs. I only like really six, and two of them I only probably are gonna really go back to on a consistent basis if I do it. You know, um, I can't do that. And then Wale, he's more of a right time, right mood, right place. But sometimes I'm just in the car and I just throw on GNX. Sometimes I'm in my room doing editing or I'm just working on something coding and I'm just like, let me hear Man at the Garden right now, just to get myself in the right mindset of like, yeah, what I'm trying to do in my life, what I'm trying to build, you know. And I that song speaks to me deeply. Like when I look at this set list, this track list, I mean, I don't know what my favorite song is, and that's hard for me because usually I have something that sticks out like a sore thumb. But it might be Man at the Garden, but for my personal reasons, yeah.
I think to realistically, like if I'm being quite honest, comparing GNX coming off the last album of Kendrick, which was Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, conceptually, they're
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 diametrically opposed.
exactly. So when I'm hearing again Rich Spirit or N95 or United in Grief or uh um We Cry Together, those are songs I feel like are more for me replay like because
You
if to
sure
be
about
honest
that?
like
Because you might cry listening to that.
well I mean but that's what I mean going back to the point of like being in a mood of if I'm listening for an introspective rap because
but
that's what
but
we criticize
but
Drake
you're not
about.
usually always looking for that. Let's say you like on most of the time you're looking for a GNX. Let's be real. Like if you play if you're at a cookout or if you are in your car, you're throwing on something that you can just bump to. And I don't like whining so much. So I know Drake does that too, but a lot of it comes off as whining to me. And I'm not trying to diss the guy, I really am not. But I don't get that from GNX. I get like
Yeah, you're
aggressive.
not gonna get that from Jenna. I just bodied a nigga, bro. Yes, like
I
we're not even
get
talking about the
upbeat.
psychoanalysis of making an album.
I
Because the
go
last
out.
album was not that. The last album was Kendrick. I went to therapy. I'm whining. Like that was
That
how
wasn't
you could
whining at
compare
all.
that.
Just because he went to
I
therapy, he
got it.
wasn't whining.
I'm
What song was
saying
he whining on? That's what I'm
he's,
going to say. Like,
uh,
cause you can go to therapy and be introspective and not whine. That's not
what
what
I
you
what
do.
I okay. So what was he doing? He was unpacking, right? He was unpacking on Mr. Morale,
Hmm.
and the way that he unpacks is very much it wasn't bop worthy, right? It was
Well,
a lot.
it depends on what
It
song.
was
Savior is Bob
well
worthy.
on Mr.
Savior,
Savior,
N95, Rich Spirit. I like
Rich
Rich
Spirit,
Spirit.
right? So that's three. That's
Count,
again.
count, Count Me Out.
That's
Some people might not say it's Bobby, but it's not. I'm not gonna
that's
count.
three
I'm
songs,
not gonna count
but
that. I'm
that's
not gonna
three
count
songs
that.
out of. So if in comparison, that's 3 to 4 songs out of 18.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Like
Like,
like
there's a
like I
lot of heavy stuff on this album, but
and it's not heavy, but it's not heavy, but it's also like not playback worthy in the same vein of Iceman,
yeah,
right?
I
Mr.
mean,
Morale was
me, I'm not gonna say it's playback worthy because I get it. Like, I get what this album is, and I might go back to it as a Kendrick fan for certain things. I do not expect everybody to go back to Mr. Morale, Big Stepper, and be like, I'm gonna play that whole thing through. But you know, with me going through my spiritual journey, I do vibe with certain things that may not, Rich nigga, Brooks phone, like
that's a really great song. He warned Drake then, hey, don't make
stop
me turn
playing
your ass
for
into a song, nigga. I'll turn your ass into a song, bitch, nigga.
yeah. But
Broke phone.
Savior probably is my favorite to go back to on this track, but you're right. I don't go back to it for
I go to Rich Spirit a lot.
you go
I
Rich
do.
Spirit.
I do. I
Okay.
go to, and that's the reason why I brought up that particular this blog era, right? Of rap because they have grown, and it seems like the argument is the only person that people don't like who hasn't grown is Drake, right? It seems like if we're
Yeah.
listening to the music of people, right? Because Wale does a lot of whining. Does it? He might not do it in his rap. He do a lot of it online,
Yeah.
and that's my guy.
Unfortunately.
But he feels slighted, and he talks on his perspective, point of view of being slighted. Y'all don't respect
He
my
does.
raps. Y'all don't respect this publication. Don't respect me. Hey, even J. Cole, nigga, you slick this right. I gotta get you on Groundhog Day, my nigga. I don't even think you understand where we at, my boy.
If I
You're like,
was, I
so
mean, I kind of get Wale a little bit because you're a Nigerian man, first generation of he born in America like me. The the expectance of excellence is on you always, and he's reached highest of the highs. But I do think that he eventually has to be satisfied in himself, regardless of what everybody says, because that's something we will fight to be. There's a saying, and not all Nigerians know it. Naija never carry last. That means that you cannot come second, bro. That's just a standard, you know, and that's ingrained in us. So when Wally's whining about people not respecting his raps, because we know he can rap, but we just don't give him the adulation as a Drake or a Kendrick or Cole. I can get why he's like, yo, I'm definitely not in fourth place. Get the fuck out of here, you know?
on me,
Uh
nigga,
huh.
on me, on me.
Yeah.
But when we talking about it, like now, I'm glad we here. We just booked this Friday. We here.
Yeah.
If we just talking about it, everybody's rapping skill at their peak. Drake comes last. I could be honest. Even scrolling through the BlackBerry, Drake is last. Cole's best rapping has been now.
Yeah.
It's really since '09, Wale and Kendrick, if we keeping it a buck, if of who is bar for bar.
Yeah, but Wale's
Oh no,
third. Wale's third because Cole has surpassed him. I guess got to be real. Cole has surpassed him. I, Cole has some certain like features and raps that I'm like blown away.
he got accolades too. Platinum with no features is platinum with no platinum with no features at the very tail end of
Hmm.
physicals, at the very
Yeah,
beginning of streaming. That's
I
something you
think
can't
I give Wale
argue.
over, and I don't even like putting him in this conversation because I think it's almost diminishing him by putting him third. But I just can't put him over J. Cole and Kendrick. I think that now if you're a Cole fan, there is a dispute that J. Cole might be number one. If you're talking about just lyricism, you know, absolutely I can see that.
That's the reason why I put Wale up there with Kendrick for lyricism. I can we could I know albums might be different, but we can go mixtape for mixtape, B side for B side.
I
Cole
think
rap
I think
the
Wale
same.
makes better music than Cole.
Okay.
He's not a
Let's-
better lyricist, in my opinion, than Cole.
Ooh,
He makes better music than Cole. He's not a
okay.
better lyricist.
If we're talking about who makes the best music, it's Wale and Drake.
And
They top
I
two.
I think it just I think if Kendrick had the quality of these guys, he's by far lapping all of them in music. I think by far. I think it's not even
What you
close.
mean? What you mean? What you mean?
I think
What you
that
mean?
when he comes out and the quality he puts out is such at a high level that like we judge these guys off of quantity almost because they have so much of music and we say of making music. You
But
know,
I would even talk about just right now, they last projects that they put out. Even like just right now, like even in what the conversation started off. Between the fall off, everything is a lot, GNX, Iceman, and their last projects, Kendrick again, sonically, he hit a different pocket because again, he's elevated on a different level.
I think that's hard for people to reach that level. I really do. GNX,
You nigga go go. Wale can, bro. If Wale dropped a go go album, you don't think it'll
if
be
Wale
as
dropped a Go-Go album,
sonically better than GNX? Sonically better than a West Coast album?
I don't. First of all, Go-Go not that great. I think it's okay.
Go
Second of
go and
all,
Afro beats. If we go DC and if we go from his because we're talking about regional sounds now, right?
okay, here's the thing what he would need to do. He would need to find a producer that's on the level of the producers that this guy Kendrick can get. The I know Mustard is one of them, but other I know he had some other producers that were really on his album that really came
I'm about
with
to,
some of their with some of their
I'm looking
best
at
shit.
I'm looking at GNX right now.
If you want to go to VA and talk to Pharrell, if you want to go to VA and talk to Timbaland and get a sound together, because
But that's not
Pharrell
his
no but
sound,
they can figure out a go-go sound. You think that
bro.
Pharrell
Well,
can't figure out a go-go sound?
no, because that's my point. Like when Wale comes in '09 and is back to the feature and is the mixtape about nothing. And he has Wayne on there. He has Pusha. He gets that's his unique TCB. That's unique. That is that's not even he's not even from Virginia.
I know.
He from DC.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's
like,
what I'm saying. But I do think that Pharrell is talented enough to find a style that's good for Wale from the DC sound. I don't think I think that he's just too. I do think Pharrell's one of the most talented producers. I know he's had some fuck ups along the way, but I do think that
but
if he came to
Virginia,
him and said, "Hey, yo, Pharrell, I got an idea for an album, half go, half Afrobeat. Do you think you have something for me?" I think Pharrell could work something together, to cook something up. I maybe I'm
that's
wrong. I could be wrong, but
but
that's
but but you're saying that like
it
on
can't just be
Gen X.
some. It can't just be some random producer. Whoever it is, find a DC, the top tier producer for you, and
But
maybe
why?
they.
Why Kendrick didn't have to find top tier for Gen X?
I think he did.
He found homegrown people and they just made a sound. He
No,
found
the producer, the rappers are
I'm
homegrown
looking.
people.
I'm looking at no. I'm looking at the producers. There's not a producer name that I know outside of Soundwave and Mustard and Terrence Martin. That's it. Everybody else name on here don't even got a fucking wiki.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm looking
I'm
at the producer
surprised.
page right now.
I'm
Nobody on
surprised.
here got a
I
wiki,
thought
bro.
he had some nigga. Oh, maybe that was the
So-
beef. Maybe that was the beef. But I thought he was working with the dude who worked with Taylor Swift. I thought he was working with some other niggas. My bad.
But the niggas that work with Taylor Swift ain't giving him no motherfucking off the man. I know, I'm a choker.
But the
Yeah,
no,
not total.
not that one. I'm not saying they would give him that one. I thought maybe, that song, Reincarnate, like that could have been the guy with Taylor Swift because, I don't know. But who did that beat? Reincarnated?
We talking about Mr. Yeah, Gen X reincarnated
Yeah.
Soundwave, Antonov.
And Jack Antonoff, that's the guy I'm talking about. That's a top tier dude. He might not be just solely hip hop, but they work together, and it's a mix of sounds, obviously. But that song,
So the
Reincarnated,
producer on everything a lot was not good up to par. Like the people that you heard. So the structure of the what you
I
heard.
think that what I took it as is a love letter to '90s R&B, first and foremost. You know, so I've appreciated from that. So from that concept, I appreciate it. So it's hard for me to even compare it to GNX. But if Wale finds like his way of doing a GNX, I would like to see what it is because I can't really compare it. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, because the album before last was Forlorn 2. He had Cool and Dre. He had the Justice League. He had
Okay.
motherfucking Hitmaker. Like he had Harry Fraud. But nobody talks about Forlorn 2.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does.
You know, like no, like, and he had the big, like this is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And even on that album, I mean on that album, Poke It Out was the joint he did with J Cole. You know what I'm
That was pretty
saying?
good.
Yeah, okay, you said it wasn't good.
That should
Let
not
me
be
see.
that should not be the single. Poke It Out is okay, and it really is. I get it. The Q-Tip song is really the sample was what really people went to that song for, but
Yeah.
it ain't
So
all that.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. The
I'm gonna go back and
album
listen to
that
the album because I haven't listened
the
to it in a
album
minute.
for Forlorn 2, that's what I'm saying. Forlorn 2 was an album that I
No, he
feel
got
falls the
mad
line
features. That's
on
crazy.
Forlorn 2.
Yeah.
On Forlorn 2, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He went all out.
Like
He got Nipsey on this bitch. This is crazy. Rest in peace, Nips. France Montana, Jenny Aiko, Travis Porter,
oh no,
2
no, that's
Chains.
that's that's Forlorn 1. I'm talking about
Oh,
Forlorn 2.
this is not
Yeah, that's
2?
the
Oh, my
no
bad.
Forlorn, that's the mixtape.
Okay.
That's the mixtape for Lauren, and that's what I'm trying to say. On that mixtape, boy, nobody fucking with that. Go back and listen to that. Go back and listen to while Forlorn 1. Go back and listen to Forlorn 1
Hmm.
with Nipsey, Travis Porter, with Big Sean Jeanette. Nobody fucking with that boy. Nobody fucking with that boy, cuz. And that's what I'm trying to say. And during that time, Kendrick was out during that time. Kendrick was putting out Overly Dedicated. Kendrick was putting out Section 80. That music was different. That music was different. Peel back, roll back, on the back. Chung Lee, man. Oh my god, nigga.
Telling you.
Oh my god, nigga. Like,
For
you know,
Florida
like,
2, we had J. Cole, we had Rick Ross, Chris
yeah,
Brown, Jamie
yeah,
Foxx, Lil Chris.
yes, yeah. He had Sean Stockman from Boys to Men. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had Down South, shout out to Yellow Beezy. I know he dealing with some shit real quick. That was the song of NXT. Down South. You know what I'm saying? He got
Down
that. He got
South
a
Swag.
license.
Falling with them hustlers. With
You know
the
what I'm
haters and
saying?
them
Like,
busters.
my nigga. But that's why I will champion him. That's why I will put him in these conversations. That's why I will say like it's unappreciated sometimes. Even when you say lyricism with J. Cole and Wale, I don't think J. Cole can make a Nike boots. I don't think J. Cole can make a CC White. I don't think J. Cole can make a Scarface Wale. I mean Scarface Rose and Gotti off of the Shine album. I don't think that J. Cole can give me a Shine album, nigga. Shine was an album that nobody. That wasn't. Are you kidding me? That Shine album? Are you kidding? Like I can name off the top of my head the body of work of this nigga. He is one of them. It was over some of these niggas. I was listening to Wale over Kendrick a lot of the time, unless I was playing Untitled. Cause that Untitled shit that Kendrick dropped was ridiculous, my nigga. That shit was ridiculous. But I was playing that before I was playing Pimp the Butterfly back. You know what I'm saying? It was in probably the same recording session, probably the same frame of mind. So the raps was the same, but the way that it was different on Untitled. It was different, my nigga. So I can take these rappers and then see the growth and the evolution, and I can really understand why people are upset with Drake. I can really see why people are upset with Iceman.
Okay.
I can really see how we can talk sonically about music as passionate as we just did the past 10 minutes, and Drake doesn't give that to us. I can really understand that.
Yeah.
I can really understand that.
He used to, but just I kind of almost feel like I aged out of Drake. That's how I almost feel like I aged out of it. Like so when I go to listen to him, it's like almost like I'm listening to a younger rapper. But then I start to realize, no, nigga, this is actually fake. And I'm like, wait a minute, that don't really make sense. But but yeah, Wale, honestly, we love him. I think he deserves a lot more credit for sure. I still have Kendrick number one. If you talk about just lyricism and creativity, I think Kendrick's number one. I do think that J. Cole has a case with lyricism for sure. I do. I just don't know.
We put creativity and bodies of work all together, all encompassing.
What
I
you say?
gotta put if you say creativity and J. Cole can't make a song, I can't put him too.
Creativity. I put I put Wale second. Yeah, I think he's way more creative than Drake or J. Cole, in my opinion, because I think he is super intentional about his work, and he's super like when I listen to his body's work, it's intentional.
It's
Not that the other guys aren't, and I don't want to like diss him, but I
no, we can say
do.
we can be. You
But
can be
J.
honest. Drake,
Cole's, and I know that
Drake is not
AZ
intentional.
hates when I say this, but I don't like the beats he picks. J. Cole's beats. He can rap his ass off on these features because they're whole different vibes. But I'm like, whoa, he blows me away on the features so much, bro. That I'm like, wow, what if we got that on the album? And then you get to the album and it's like, damn, I heard this album before almost. It's like, that's how I feel. I'm like, I've heard J. Cole say these same things. And that's just my perspective. I know everybody has their own subjective at the end of the day, but to me, Kendrick is a reason why he won a Pulitzer and all this stuff, and he's lauded, is because every time he comes out, it's a freaking masterpiece, almost damn near. You know,
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody get him a gun right now.
but yeah, it's like a masterpiece. The dude takes his fucking time, like he's GTA 6, but when you know it comes out, it's gonna be quality. It's gonna be super quality, but I don't like the balls of a guy to do the Super Bowl and open up with a song. No. Did he open up with this? No, yeah, he opened up with a song that was unreleased, and he still hasn't released it. Usually, Super Bowl everybody wants to do their biggest hits, right? So everybody's happy, right? Nigga opened up with something that he just never released, and he still hasn't released this song Bodies, and I just want to hear it in full and get it on my phone, bro. Like I'm the only one that wants to hear this full song. Like when is this gonna release? You say double back like a deluxe on Swivel Up, and he hasn't doubled back, and it's been a year plus. You know,
Okay, so will we have the same criticism of Kendrick if he comes out and he has if and he mentions the beef or subject matter or like
I think there's
are
no way
we
of getting
done?
around us tying in lyrics to the beat. Nas and Jay Z, we did the same thing with them. I'm just saying, listen, and if you do it, make it sound good. So like even on Make 'Em Pay, he's talking about the beef still. I still like that song because it sounds good, Drake. But later on, to make them remember, it just sounds like all right already. That's kind of by the end of the album, I'm like, all right, nigga, we get it. That's how I feel. But if he's talking about the beef and he has some way of conceptualizing it that is a new insight from him or a peek into how he's thinking about things today about it, I wouldn't mind it, um, but I don't want that to be on multiple tracks. And if he is on multiple tracks talking about like the beef, I think it would be uncharacteristic because even on GNX he wasn't doing that on every single track. And more than anything, he might throw a job out there like um, it was, you know, he might throw a jab, but then the song is
GNX was
not.
a lot of GNX was a lot of jabs.
What lines in GNX do you think was like him jabbing?
Whacked out Murals. He's coming at him. Squabble up. He's coming at him. Right. Hey now, TV off. He's coming at him. Yeah, Peekaboo. He's coming at him. GNX, the song, Hitter, J3. They not like
They're not going at him.
respect. They talk about hood politics we don't know about there. That's respect.
I need to go tell him to the hit. He barely on that song. Tell him hit him did it.
He put the little niggas on them.
I'm killing it. I'm loving it.
Everything sweet. They're in October, nigga. What are you talking about?
Shit gets spooky every day. That's TV off though. Shit gets spooky every day in October.
What are you talking? What are you talking? What are you talking about? And we doing this the whole way, nigga.
Oh my lord! But then we get a Luther, we get a yeah. So Squabble Love,
He
yeah,
killing that
bitch
nigga that
with him,
whole album, bro. He
bitch with him
killing
with the
that.
bitch in him. That's a lot of bitch. Don't tell me he got kids with him. My apology. Yeah, I think that you're right. Yeah, he is. He's doing that.
Bro, it's the dirt on the grave, nigga. That whole album is just. I
Oh,
already domed this nigga. I'm digging the grave and I'm
but at
throwing
least
dirt on
he
the
at
top.
least he breaks it up. You get the Luther break up with after the first two songs, then you get a couple of disses, then you get the reincarnated breakup, and then a couple of disses, then you get Dr. Brew breakup, then you end it with
No,
Gloria,
you
and
see how y'all doing
none of
it?
those
Y'all,
songs have to do with this nigga. None of those
y'all
songs have
see?
any disses to this nigga, but he breaks up the disses in
Hold
between
on.
really good
He don't.
songs.
He don't shoot. He don't shoot Kendrick the whole album on Iceman. Khaled, you get some. Rocky, you get some. Rick Ross, you get some. Hove, you gonna get. It wasn't just Kendrick. So but the reason why I did that is because it does favor the victor.
It does. You're right.
Always,
You're right. It does.
it does
I
favor the
can't. I
victor.
can't lie. It does favor the victor. Um, man, if he came out with an album that changed people's minds, like from the beef, and there were just a bunch of good raps about whatever, just
But
you can do a rap about a car, like just how
but I
his
think
his favorite
I
car
think
is.
Ebro talked about it on their show when after the Jay and Nas beef, it took a few before Jay reinvented himself, right? Because
And you know
like I
what?
said,
To
it was
Ebro's
the blueprint 2.0,
Yeah, and I
giving
think
the
that
curse.
Ebro, who even has beef with Drake, is being graceful in that. I think a lot of people are trying to be good, including me. I don't even know this nigga. I don't got no beef. I'm just listening to the music, and I'm like, you know what? I can see a little bit of growth here, even if it's like 2%. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take some level of self awareness, and hopefully the next time he comes back around, I love it. Don't love it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, because it took a while,
he's
and
going through
and
something
and
right now, and I'm trying to give him a pass. Like, you got the UMG stuff, you're putting 3 albums out, all this, you're probably in the studio for hours at a time cooking up some of these songs sound like it's been lazy, like you just threw that shit up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maid of Honor is just not for me. But
Really,
I
that's the one I want to hear outside. That's the one I'm really trying to see if I can hear a lot of outside. Cause I'm trying to. I think he did that for the techno, for the house, for the beach bars,
I don't want
for
to
the
hear it.
tiki bars.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it ever. I don't want to hear that song. That album. Maybe the Popcorn album, Popcorn song, because I like Popcorn, but I don't like
Whole
majority of
face
those songs.
reminds me of everybody go every the nurse joint. All the girls stand in line for the bathroom. All the girls stand.
It's
That's what
crazy.
that was.
I saw that. I saw him like, I was like, see his mom on the cover. I see his dad. Like, you see his, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's gonna be some like, introspective shit. And then the first song is Whole Phase. I'm like, what the fuck is this? No, it's almost like I'm seeing his mom, and then this Whole Phase. I'm like, this is just doesn't jive with me. But um,
Going through a
it was
little
not what I
whole
expected.
phase.
It's not what I expected, and yeah, I don't necessarily. But here's the thing, I'm not like I'm almost 40, guys. Like I'm 38. Um, that's for not me. Like that whole album is for the kids. If I was 24, 23 in the club, getting drinks, I might want to hear Whole Face.
This was for a late 20s, early 30s person who's still outside. I hear both sides where he says is, but there are 30-year-old women going through hoe phases right now,
Yeah, I'm
right?
38 though. Like I'm late 30s. Like 30-year-old. Yeah,
You ain't trying to
maybe
catch nobody on a hoe phase.
not right now. No, I'm good.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You are trying, which is why I don't know why you don't like R&B Dre. He talking about selling down and you know white picket fence and wine stains on your white dress and picking out your bridesmaids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the space that niggas is in, he gives us different spaces, which I think to
I
Cole's
think when I got
my
to
fall off, I
Habibti,
don't get in the same space. Oh, I listened to that first. That was
when
my
I
fault.
got to that, I'm like, I get a lot of. She's and I'm like,
That's not true. That's not true.
I don't like that.
That's not true. That's not there is not two songs on the album that sound the same on Habibti. Not in that not in that tone. Not in that tone. That you even Rusty intro is nothing next to the next song. WNBA is not the same as Slap the Whole City. Like
I
those
don't want to hear this
tones.
nigga sing. I want to hear this nigga have a good song. I think that certain
He's not
times,
even speaking on Slap the City, cuz
huh?
he's not even singing on that song. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm
He's
not
not even
saying he's
singing
singing on
on
Slap
this
the
song.
City. I'm not talking about Slap the City. Like I know what I heard. I heard this nigga sing, and I was like, I'm off of that. It's okay,
I'm
but
just no. I mean, for you to frame it that that's the whole album, that's what I'm pushing back on. What
there's a lot
I
of
hear,
songs where I
I
heard that.
respect.
I'm not saying it's the entire album, but
No,
it's
I'm.
more than one.
It's 12 songs on the album. I'm telling you from hearing the album over and over and over again, as especially from the when we just talked about what's the sound that you like from him. Uh, um, uh, Show me a good time. Hold on, we're coming home. The fear. Those are singing Drake melodic song Drake. So me hearing you say that and then hear this
But the
album,
way
it's more
that he
of the same.
sang is not like those songs. I didn't hear that. I heard, yo, think of the melodies that from the songs I like, and then go to this and hear the melodies on those. They're, hey, you know what?
No,
I'll
Marvin's
give
Room cups.
Habibti another try. How about
All
that?
I'm saying is no. All I'm just saying is cups of the rose, bottles of the XO. I just came in there, like that. I don't. That to me, I will get too much. I don't want to hear that. So I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you on that. Fuck that nigga that you love so, but I
Yeah,
don't want him trying
yeah.
to.
And not a
I,
lot of people are gonna say that.
no, because I like, but I like that tonality of an album because that was the tonality of this album. So to your point of the strippers and the this and that, this was a song. This was an album conceptually of him. The whole album is a story. The whole album is him telling the story of him meeting somebody that just engaging with, and the album is them going through the thought process of that dating stage, right?
yeah.
Of that and the last two songs, the one with Party Next Door, and then the which is the second to last song, and then the song Prioritizing. Those two songs are kind of mirroring each other of don't let people tell you that what we got is not serious is the first joint. The second, the last song is Prioritizing. Well, maybe me and you need to take some space and prioritize some things. Maybe this ain't for us. Maybe we not. And then that's why Maid of Honor, like I heard the breakdown and I didn't want to get too meta with it, but I heard the breakdown of how the
No,
album was
do it.
supposed to be listened to. It was supposed to be listened to Habibti first, Iceman second, Maid of Honor third, because it's telling the story of where he's at in the moment of where those albums were made and the story of what he's telling in that album. The Iceman big chunk of the album is him perspective going through something with the chick and then him going through shit with the battle, and this is his feelings. So those songs that you get to the girls or whatever the case may be on Iceman is in that stage of where he was at, and then Maid of Honor is why you get the whole phase and I'm outside and bestie and all like I've got through that. So when you talk about the age bracket of where he's making this music from, that is true. It is very subset of um
Me
just
in my
fresh out of
20s.
college. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
fresh out of college, going through a stage of love, ebbs and flows of life, and then fucking I'm back outside. So to your point, he's catching you 5, 6, 7 years too late with the sound or his ideology or his mindset or his perspective.
Yeah,
And
but
yeah,
what song to you out of all the albums has the most
substance,
soul?
Habibti.
Well, song.
The song is the song out of the song that has the most substance that I play back, and that's class like and to your point, you say you don't go to that's why I wanted to have the you don't go to Drake for your R&B, neither do I. But that's his best pocket. When when
Ironically.
he's when he's engaged, right? When love
So
struck,
when I listen to BT all the way through, nothing punched me. You know what I mean? When I
right.
heard "Hold On, We're Going Home," that shit punched me. I had to talk. I was with a girl, right, in her place. Her roommate was playing it. I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, what is that? Who is that?" And she said it was Drake. And I'm not a big Drake fan. I'm like, really? That's fucking Drake because it sounded nothing like him to me, you know. And I was like, okay, this I gotta stop and listen to. And it captured me in a moment where I still go back to that
I
song.
got
You
my
know?
eyes on you. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything that I see, I let your heart, body, emotion, endlessly.
I
I
can't
can't
get
get over you.
left your mark on
You
me.
left
Yeah.
the mark on me.
So
That
I
that is the beat.
and then
That is the beat. That is the
and
that
then
is the album of the BT.
the
That message
beat
is the
beat.
album. That's the
Uh,
message.
uh,
That's the
uh,
message.
and the flow of that song, the beat, everything, all that shit led up to a really, I think, a masterpiece of his song. I think that is his zenith, in my opinion. I know he has a lot of other songs, and everybody has their own favorite. That is him at his peak to me. So when I haven't heard a punch like that in a long time. When was the last time a song of his uh, punched me like that?
Hold on, we're going home.
Ah, man. I mean, I don't. I want to make it clear. I've heard good songs, but a song where I stopped in my tracks with and said, "Oh shit, that's Drake." Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was for me. It's not his own stuff. For me, it was probably um Beyonce joint. I just wanna say you're mine. Fuck
Okay.
with your hair, you're mine. All I want is who you
Before
belong
after
to.
that, it was probably Sicko Mode. Sicko Mode probably the last time I heard.
So he lends it. He lends it. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's not kept to just because he gives 30 hours to Kanye. If Drake makes 30 hours in him as him, 30 hours with that beat, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun,
I'm not familiar with
30
the song. I probably
hours.
heard it, but I just
Off
can't
of, off of
think of
life
it.
of off of life of Pablo.
I definitely heard
Life
it
of
then. I just can't
okay.
remember it right now.
So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is if you hear that beat, hear Kanye rapping on it, know that Drake penned it, and then just go ahead and replace half the whole end, not the Kanye rant. Like give us Drake singing or another 16 or something like that. He's like he
Mhm.
my knuckles bruises.
I want him to even the instrumentals evoke some emotion from the instrumentals. You know, even I don't like Kanye right now with everything he's going through in the controversy, but when I listen to Donda, I was like, God damn, this guy still got it. Like the production levels of what that album was immaculate. When you play, I still play Jail. You know, it's a song about guess who's going to jail tonight, but the instrumental is super powerful, you know, in that song. It's almost like I'm hearing Prince from the dead, you know, and how the guitar is strung. Like the instrumentation, I want him to be more. I want him and J Cole to be more intentional on instrumentation. I do not want to hear synths the entire album. I do not want to hear
Well, that is
808s
good.
the entire
That's
album. I want to
crazy
hear
because he gave that to Maid. He gave that on Maid of Honor. Maid of Honor was very artistically
Maid of Honor is not.
expression
Oh
with
God.
sound, with sound, we just talking sound
It wasn't
sonically.
good. Maid of Honor was not good. I'm sorry, bro. Like a lot of the
You
sound,
don't
you
like
can
the
take a
production.
sound and do it bad. Like you know, and that's why I feel like he did it over and
Like,
over and over and over and over again. I'm like, yeah, it's a sound, but I don't like any of this. You know, that's that for me. But take
well,
your
a
time.
lot of
You're
people a
pacing
lot of people has been bigging up the producer Gordo.
for what song?
I don't know who. No, I mean, just for he was on. He produced a lot off of on Iceman. Realistically,
Yo,
but
yo, where's Babyface at, bro?
that's the name that I'm just regurgitating what they
Yeah, no,
what.
no, I hear you.
I mean, everybody's like, "Yo, shout out to Gordo, man! Big look for Gordo." Like, but if you don't like
I
the
mean,
sound, I guess it ain't big up the Gordo, nigga. Don't like you don't like the sound,
nah, I
So
mean, I'm not trying.
I don't
Hey,
know.
the dude is, you know, obviously, I'm sure it's a big moment for him. Shout out to him. Like, you know, if you're an independent artist or if you are a young up and coming like producer, it's a big time for you. But I, I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna listen to these things one more time.
And and
Maybe I should
it's not.
maybe I should go make a list of the songs I like to from Hip T, and like I did with Iceman, because I know I did like something on there. I just haven't played it in a week, you know. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go back and listen to it.
and
You know, from Hip T
that was how we got here.
when I listened to it, I was like, oh okay, you know that's not. But I wasn't like blown away by any song.
Just don't listen to number five. Honestly, that's the only song I don't listen to on the album. It's 11
Why should that be
tracks.
the only why should that be the only song I like yo, this is actually pretty good.
It's sexy red, nigga. You're not gonna like
Oh
it.
okay, fuck that.
Exactly. It's the only song that I don't listen to. It's literally the only from that particular album. Now there's other skips on other
I
albums,
like
including
Ski. Like I'm not a hit secret hater. I like Ski. That shit's fire. So if you
now when you talking about my booty hole brown and
nah,
I
I don't like that line either. But the song is hype. The beat is hype. Is that the
Okay,
same
you go
song?
back. Huh? No, I don't think it's the same song. No, so that's
Okay.
why.
All right.
I gotta go back and listen to the fall off. Um, I can't lie. 29 intro is good. 2-6 poor things. Um,
Four things is when he's talking about that fuck nigga, right?
yeah, punk bitch, you want to me, punk bitch, you want to me, punk bitch. Like you could have had that energy for Kendrick.
Thank
What?
you, thank you, thank you. And nigga, you said if I'm not gonna diss somebody, it's not gonna be for clout and the fame. It's gonna be for somebody saying my name. Niggas been saying your name
He
a
said,
lot.
you
Niggas been
that
saying your
nigga.
name a lot.
He said, fuck you and your big three sentiment, ho.
I said to this motherfucker, I choose violence. Nigga, then you got freaking
And that
Freddie.
nigga Drake said, nigga said, hey, Jermaine, he might, he might say, he might, Freddie Gibbs calling out
Freddie
this
Gibbs, I was about to
nigga.
say, Freddie Gibbs was
Freddie,
calling him
Freddie,
out too.
Freddie Gibbs
So,
said, nigga, I ain't deleting shit either, ho ass nigga. Like, which is
so
crazy. But that's my thing. You give us, might delete
you
later.
know what I love? You know, J. Cole acts as if rapping at somebody is like you're actually in a fight. Like you're
No, it
like,
is. No, it is. It is. It is. It is.
no. He's acting like there's actual, like I'm actually punching you in the face. That's like the level he takes it.
No, but it is.
Why?
Kendrick beat
Why
the
is
fuck.
it?
Kendrick just beat the fuck out this nigga in public. It was a lynching.
But there's a reason why we say the pen is mightier than the sword. All of this is pen. Why are we acting like it's such a big deal?
No, what do you mean? Why we acting like it's a big deal? Like, are you the like? Okay, so Drake's okay. This is the triple threat here. Drake says I really don't have too much of a problem with this nigga, but you know, it's whatever. It's what's up when I see him. But I don't. Kendrick is no, I don't like this nigga at all. And J. Cole is, well, I like both of y'all, but you didn't have to talk about him like that. Well, shut your bitch ass up too. All right, cool. I'm gonna
Okay.
shut. Hey, he said we gotta shut up. That's that nigga. It's the nigga that try to break up the fight and get hit and don't hit the nigga that hit him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it's the niggas like, hey, now don't hit me, hey, break that shit, don't hit me now. And Kendrick said, man, get the fuck out of here. And Drake was like, oh, hey, he hit me because I tried to break this up because so I'm gonna step on back.
Yo,
Cause
son.
and listen, when he makes the song of 7 Minute Drill, to your point, he ain't lie. Your second shit was tragic. Them niggas gassed it. We not playing Pip the Butterfly back, nigga. On me. On me. We not playing Pip.
Oh, nigga, he
It
said
was
the third one was tragic.
no, the third one was a classic,
Classic. Okay.
which was damn,
Okay.
which is
The
true.
last one was tragic, he said.
Yeah, last one, Hey, last one. Did he lie? Mr. Morale was not.
I don't know. I mean, the public,
Yeah,
I mean,
last one
doesn't
was
think so.
tragic. The second
He
one
broke
was
records of his
bastard.
tour. So
I mean, but our every. I mean, but that's literally like what Drake and Cole said they did. Right? They did a domestic tour. Set, you know what I'm saying? They set records, made some bread, chopped it up, performed some records. Beyonce had a
but
record,
you know,
like you know, like
I think clearly he lied because he said he lied.
he lied because
Honestly, he said he lied about a lot of stuff. If you go
yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you
That
go
nigga
to,
Trey said you ain't called me back either. He said first person shooter was just supposed to be Kendrick and Drake. Well, how the fuck you get on it then?
oh my goodness,
If
man.
first person shooter was supposed to be Kendrick and Drake, how the fuck nigga substitute was like,
I
well, let's
wish
put Cole
I
on here.
saw like the look on Drake's face when he hearing J. Cole just talk on all
Or,
these
or he
rap.
put the hoodie on and took it off and put the hoodie on and took it off.
Dude look hella uncomfortable, you know. And I like Cole, man. But there's something just. I told my nephew he loves Cole. I'm like, there's something inauthentic about this guy. Like I don't know what I can't put my thumb on it, but something on it. It just don't feel like the nigga's real, dog. And I think that he gets a lot of credit for being the realist because he bowed out. And I think that as a man, I respect it, bro, as a man. But as an MC, I think you're going a little bit too far, bro. Like you gotta relax. I think
No, I
that
mean him being real. How was he real? Because he bowed out. Like his real feelings was
some
7 minute drill.
his fans would say that. His fans are like, nah, that's he's doing it. My nephew was like, he's like, yo, he's doing it in a different way. He's like being not confrontational, and he's showing there's another way to do it. There's another way to be one of the best rappers and all that stuff. And I'm like, nah,
What?
that's what he thinks. He
What
thinks
way?
that he's showing
What,
people a way at that high level to not fight and not do all that stuff and not take shots and be so much higher
then what
and
was he
better.
doing the past 6 years? Then
That's what I'm saying.
what 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 was he? What was he
And
doing the
I
past
don't
six
like to
years?
argue,
When
so I
he
don't even go into the past 6 years
no no
because,
no no no.
but
Hey
then, but
AZ, hey, no, excuse me, ISO, AZ. What your man was doing the last 6 years? Cause with the I'm the best ever at this. What is that? There's no hooper in the game that's coming in right now saying I'm better than Mike, but I'm damn sure better than the nigga I'm playing with today. Nigga, like what? There's not a hooper
yeah,
in the world. SGA right now, he probably won't put himself in the category of being better than AI or being better than Isaiah Thomas or being better than Kobe. But guess what? He ain't second fiddle to motherfucking Luca. He
we had
ain't.
I told AZ like, yo, J Cole started this whole thing. He said, yo, we the big three, like we started the league, but right now I
Just
feel like
just
Muhammad
dismissing
Ali.
Wale. Just dismissing our fourth nigga that we put in here. Just dismissing Wale, bro.
But everybody does that. I think not. He's not the first to do that. The big three was a phrase for a reason. You know,
Now,
um,
who used the big three
I
first
think
though?
I think it might have been coined on the Joe Budden podcast. He might have instigated this whole thing. You know, um,
Mm.
uh, but then it became an online meme. The big three, the big three, the big three. So the first time it was confirmed was J Cole on first person shooter saying, or like us, like one of them, saying it, or like making it a real thing was him. And then Kendrick said, okay, you want to say my name in a song that I'm not in and say that, you know, you're the big three and you're Muhammad Ali out of all of us? Oh, okay.
That's
Guess
what I'm
what?
trying to say. That's
Guess
why
what?
Drake fan
I'm
is
way too
looking at.
paranoid I'm way too paranoid for this threat. I'm too paranoid for a threat. I choose violence. He's like, no, I choose violence. Fuck the big three. It's just big me. I'm going to make
Why
myself
is there
very clear.
only one casket? Is all we asking. Why is there only one fucking casket? That's my thing. And so to Mealy Mall's point, J. Cole, you gotta explain yourself. I think it's nasty that you called one and you didn't call the other. That's just being real. And when Kendrick
But he, but
said,
he,
"Did
but he made a whole song to the other one. He made a whole Port Antonio, hey, I love you, Drake song.
no," he made a "I love you, Drake" because you get your fucking head patched in, nigga. I'm sorry I left y'all here. That's why he getting it. That's why you had to tell him, "Hey, Drake, I'm sorry I just let the nigga neo-Nazi curb stump you over there, nigga. And I went to go motherfucker hide behind the corner store. Is it? I'm sorry. That's why. That's why it's the kumbaya. Can everybody get along? Because I just watched my man beat my other man ass, and my man said, "If you jump it, I'm gonna beat your ass too." And I said, "I'm good." How you the
Oh
realest?
man,
If you couldn't stop that fight, how you and to be clear, if you can be declared real because you didn't make it a triple threat and you didn't make it a 2 versus 1, you can be real and say, "Hey, I'm gonna let them niggas get their fair ones." That's cool. But Drake did not get the memo. He didn't get the memo. Matter of fact, Drake was rapping and said,
I
"I'm
think
done." He
I think
probably closed the laptop and then didn't know that J. Cole. Actually, he did because Drake was supposed to be at Dream Fest.
imagine
He was supposed to be at fucking Dream Fest.
imagine oh my god, imagine him there and him apologizing with Drake there, or seeing the face of Drake after he apologized. Oh man, or just Gene seeing the fake of Drake when he heard this news. What? No, no way he didn't apologize. No way. What? No, he went out there and he took back. He said he's gonna delete it. What?
Hey, I feel like a bitch right now. I know. We know. We empathize with you. Hey, that's the realest bar you ever speak, cuz we feel that from your soul. You feel like a bitch and we feel it too. Sorry, AZ. Your man went out. Your man and then got the nerve, to my point, and then got the nerve on the fall off to give us poor things. Where he's rapping
Niggas
like his dick
gaslighting.
is the heaviest, nigga. He rapping like his sword is the sharpest. He rapping like his gun is the biggest. He rapping like when I see you, you bitch ass nigga. So what fucking elevation are you talking about then?
Exactly.
What nigga from the Ville that you couldn't squash this business to the side to pull this nigga out, pull this nigga up and put him on the album?
Somebody
You
get
had
rid of.
to, bro, a nigga that we never. This is what I'm trying to say. You so this might be a trait because the nigga pissed on your house, right? I don't know if you like. You gotta be a diabolical, despicable, two-faced, light-skinned ass nigga for somebody to be like, you know what? I'm gonna piss on your mama house, and then all you gonna do is rap about it. Now, mind you, Drake, you got your leg pissed on, and all you can do is
Rapid.
rap about it. Actually, I ain't gonna hold you. When he made 4 p.m. in Calabasas, the rap was crazy. All you promoters is Jake, here's that fuck Jake, make the whole game thing.
You got Drake.
He killed that
you
shit.
got you got you got Drake, Cole, and Kendrick pissed on, and pissed off, and that's all. And that's where it turned on, turned out to be, at some level. And I think that's why he can come across this whole thing as like kind of unscathed, Kendrick, even though he went through a battle, because he was just mad. He felt like he was just venting the entire time. He just felt like he was just venting the entire time. But
Now, mind you, Drake has been calling himself the greatest for a long time. Kendrick never got so out of his body and disrespected until Cole said it.
oh hell no.
Oh no. This
And the thing about it is that they're on a song together, so they're co-signing each other the entire time. Like, yeah, Spider-Man, me and you, right?
No, it's not. No, I bet when Drake heard Muhammad Ali, he looked at 40 and was like, him? Who am I then? I got it. I'm Floyd. Like, who is me? Who am I? Nigga, like who if he is goddamn Mohammed, and I bet Kendrick is doing the same thing too. Like, well, I gotta be Jack Johnson around this motherfucker or something, don't I? Like,
Praise.
who am I? Who am I, nigga? If this nigga is Muhammad Ali,
He's like, no, no.
boy,
He's
Drake,
like, and he's like, yo, but I said, right now, I feel like Muhammad Ali. So, boom, like, right now means in the moment. So, like, so in my head at the time, I was thinking right now. That doesn't mean I think I'm the best. No, you thought I was the best. See, I made y'all think I was the best in my head. Like, boom. So, you know what it means when right now, right? So it's just in the moment, like, in my head, boom. That's what he's gonna say. Y'all thought it, nigga. Respect.
yeah, fall off his fourth.
All right.
Yeah, fall off his fourth. Sorry, Ethan, fall off his fourth. Matter
I
of
got.
fact,
I,
J.
I,
Cole 4-2. He
I,
with that replaying it, and then the explanation, and then that long ass fucking album that we can only get 6 songs out of.
yo,
He's four,
when is So God coming out? Next week.
nigga. When hell freezes over, clearly
Did he have a
that
date yet?
no, he had several dates, nigga. He can't release music.
Oh
His
my god.
contract, he can't
I'm
release
thinking that's
music,
coming
bro.
out this month. I thought you said it's coming out.
It was supposed to come out last month.
What's going on March 27th? God damn, nigga, what?
Yes, it was supposed to be your birthday present.
It's
Stove God
right,
album.
yeah. Oh, forgot all about that. It's true. I'm so sick right now. I'm thinking that all month, get it sometime this month. But I'm like, wait a minute, it's the 20th. Like, when is this coming?
Nah, nigga, you 2 months late, nigga.
Yeah, bruh. Anyways, let's get to the topics.
What? Show not over?
No, real quick. I just
Hey,
want
no.
to just get to my time because I named it
Go
after
ahead, go ahead. No, no,
my
go ahead,
time.
brother. Go ahead, go ahead.
So, if y'all don't know, there's a curse going around, and that's due
Absolutely.
to our man Danhausen, bro. This
Sir.
guy, if you haven't heard, is a legend at this point. He's a pop culture star.
He's a New York legend.
He's a New York legend right now, guys. And I was talking about which teams and them making the championship and all that stuff because this guy Danhausen, bro. Let me see where is that? I got so many
I see it on
fucking.
my screen.
I know you
I see
see
it
it.
on my
Yes.
screen, but yeah, I'm waiting. I've been excited to see if we was going. I was gonna be able to do my little Thiz dance. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a
Dan Houser
minute.
got a little Thiz
All right,
dance.
so essentially, this guy is he was an independent wrestler. Then it got picked up by AEW, but he created this gimmick of I don't even know what to call it, but it's like an old style horror gimmick, but it's really a joke parody of like old like Eddie like the Munsters and shit. He has face paint and he's a pro wrestler. So pro wrestler, he's on the independents. Got picked up by AEW, became they barely use him honestly. To be honest with you, I would think AEW would have used him the way the WWE is using him. But now he left the AEW, went to WWE, and he is blowing the fuck up. He is a character who has a gimmick that he sets curses on his adversaries, and then bad things happen to them, and they might slip on a banana peel, and he wins the match because he put a curse on them. Or they might lose a match to somebody else, or have something bad happen to them backstage, and he has the power to put a curse on you, and he is very funny, very comedic character. But while promoting WrestleMania 42 on ESPN's First Take, he showed up, and due to him having a little beef with Stephen A. Smith, he put a curse on the New York Knicks and Stephen A. Smith. So that led to the downfall of the Knicks of going 0-2 against in the first round of the NBA playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks. So on April 28th, desperate to save the season, a Knicks fan named Jay Starr, who apparently is also like a content creator, he paid Danhausen via Cameo for a video request. It did for a video request to lift the curse on the Knicks. So he did it. He lifted the curse on the Cameo and he transferred it to Atlanta Hawks because he paid him real human monies, as Danhausen would call it. Since then, the Knicks has been on a miraculous 8-0 streak. They blew out the Hawks in Game 6, and they swept the Philadelphia 76ers. It's weird. It's crazy.
And they're up 2-0 against Cleveland right now.
He's
So
just about to get to
that's
that.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Ahead of Game 1 on the Eastern Conference Finals, Danhausen appeared on ESPN's NBA Today, and he announced that the Knicks remained uncursed, but he
Uh
then
huh.
officially cursed the Cleveland Cavaliers. So since then, I mean, well, literally later that night, the Cavaliers blew a massive 22-point fourth quarter lead, allowing the Knicks to pull off a historic comeback and win in overtime. Danhausen took immediate credit on social media as he should, and here's what's been going on since. Or here's a little breakdown of what's been going on with that situation. Let me resize this motherfucker. Damn, I'm kind of mad that Stoke guy is not coming out. That's crazy. I really thought that was gonna come out this month. gonna have to go watch that interview with him and Rosenberg to get like what the fuck was going on there.
Which one?
I think him and Rosenberg. You sent it to me. I didn't get to finish. I didn't get to watch it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Check it out, guys.
Cavaliers tonight that they are cursed.
Oh, man.
The Knicks did the improbable.
So let's break down exactly what happened. With 7 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game, the Cavaliers are winning by 22 points.
Three-pointer for the tie. He got it off the back rim and in.
Kicked it to overtime and then won the game.
Down 22 with 7.5 to go. Knicks take game one.
Did it? Danhausen has cursed the Cavaliers. The Knicks have won.
It's a beautiful, beautiful morning.
And I told you the curse was real.
Proving that either wrestling is real or basketball is fake.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Listen, man, it's just uncanny that this is actually happening. I thought it'd be a fun topic. Do you believe in the Danhausen curse, brother? So the Knicks losing tomorrow? Okay, we shall see. Dude, I might pay him for the Jets. For sure. Uncurse the Jets. Please. Yes. Curse. What? It's a big ass plane, right? Jet? Private plane? Yeah, yeah. I don't really know the models, but yeah. But shit, I fucking lost it again, man. Where is the information? I got it now. But that's not the only news as it regards to Danhausen. Um, Today, or was it yesterday? Deadline reported that Danhausen signed a major mainstream management deal with Adventure Media. Adventure Media is a prominent agency known for representing winning filmmakers, showrunners, and creators, and is heavily expanding its footprint into sports and sports entertainment. They represent Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins too, by the way. So what to expect is that Adventure Media's primary focus is to get Danhausen unique intellectual unique. They want to get his unique IP, and they want to they want to okay. I'm reading. Give me a second. They want to use his intellectual property to put it into Hollywood products. Shut up. Ex- no, you gotta clip my freaking worst moments. I'm trying to read and talk to you, so I'm looking back and forth, and I'm like, all right, bro. Listen, producing this shit is not easy, bro. At least I.
The
Oh shit,
Levitar show gets it.
your mic was off the entire time. My bad.
Hello? Yeah.
Your mic was off the entire time. It's on now, but they missed your take on the curse. They missed everything since the video. My bad. I just put it back on. You good now? Is the curse real? He wants Danhausen to curse Jerry Jones. I want Danhausen to uncurse.
No, clearly the curse is real, nigga. I said no, and this nigga, my mic was out. He cursed me.
But basically, it's an agency to help people. You can get gigs, you can get movie, roles, speaking gigs. What what they call it when you do cartoon voiceovers, all that stuff. But the likely expected thing is that they highlight publishing, and so we could expect probably a Danhausen comic book, a graphic novel, and we'll see where it goes. But I think this is really cool. And when we talk about creators, the creator economy and creators and like that, this guy created this character Danhausen, and he is winning. Not only are the Knicks winning, but he is winning from his own IP. And what's unique about this is that he owned it before WWE. So the WWE can maybe get a portion or a
It's
percentage.
just it's a licensing deal. Probably like he probably licensed his name out, so they'll get it. It's kind of like what Drake's doing with UMG. Yeah, I'm saying I'm licensing my publishing rights to you over the duration of this time. You give me advance, I have to make that money back. But once I make that money back plus the kickback, then I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure it's just I'm pretty sure it's a licensing deal with
From what I'm
WWE.
hearing is that they're not going to own the intellectual property, but the standard contract dictates that there has to be a tax on anything you do outside WWE. So there's like a
Yeah,
WWE tax. So the
it's a
contracts are,
WWE tax.
yeah. There's so if Venture Media books Danhausen for a movie or a publishing deal, WWE usually takes a percentage of those earnings. But once he leaves WWE, he gets all that. He's still working with Adventure Media.
He, Yeah, and the royalties that he'll get from that movie will still get kicked back
Yeah,
to him. He'll get
yeah,
100% of that rather than the percentage of his percentage going to WWE. Because what it is they'll get a percentage of his percentage. So if it's a fifty
yeah,
fifty split, WWE will take 10% out of his 50. So
yeah,
he'll bring home 40 or some shit like that.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what that is. Yeah,
All right, so
yeah.
yeah. So that's essentially what we're looking at here for Dan. I think it's amazing that he has blown up. He's only debuted since February, guys, and now he's become a like pop culture icon because of this Knicks curse that was lifted, and then cursing Cavs and to have them blow that lead. The lore and the mythology of Danhausen is now reaching all over New York and all over the world. I guess the sports world, I should say. But with that being said, this publishing deal, we might see a Danhausen cartoon, we might see a Danhausen comic book. He might be, put into a movie. I just want to say congratulations to Danhausen for being a creative that found a way out of no way. Earning a couple $100, maybe even less, a couple bucks for independent gigs and busting your ass on the indies and then building a character that just has gotten super over that you sold out your shirts on the indies more than like 10 times over. Like you were the number one seller in I think Hot Topic at one point. Then in AEW you were the number one seller, and then in WWE you're the number one seller. So no matter what you do, where you go, you are money, brother. So congrats.
I think to your point, one of the biggest kind of things that I appreciate about this generation now is the willingness to not want a record deal, to not want a movie deal, to not want to go and be like the growth again, the blog era, right? I'm making music, I'm just putting it on the internet. The Joe Budden podcast, the original Joe Budden podcast. I'm just recording myself. I'm gonna put. It's not even nigga. It was just a screen of Joe Budden of a picture, and it was audio. That was the first like that's how we first listened to his podcast. Like I'm just throwing the audio up here, nigga. Like I'm kicking it in the studio and I'm throwing the audio. It's not even video. It's not even a video yet. So the stage of betting on the stages that people are on for betting on themselves is it gives tremendous amount of credibility to the outside the box thinking. It
Mhm.
gives a tremendous aspiring jolt of I can do this too for people like us.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like and you will always need supporters. You will always need somebody to back you. You will always need an angel investor. because we can't get things done without
I would say this:
capital.
you need a team at least. Some people that you know to make it. I think especially the more and more popular you get, you're gonna need a team, and you're gonna need people you
Yeah.
trust. So like yeah, partnering with like a media company, an agent or whatever it may be, is right up the alley for him. But for us or somebody else, it might just be, hey man, you got a little sponsor here, you got a sponsorship deal. You might, just have somebody who's an editor for you, or somebody who's helping you with your freaking thumbnails or whatever. You can't do it alone. As much as you better yourself, it takes once you start to continue to grow, it takes more than just you. You got the IP, which is great, but then you get to people who co-sign that. And it's got to be a great feeling once that happens.
And as we talk about a good feeling, we're gonna go ahead and go into our next topic that bleeds into both. Someone who created a a, a, a lane for himself, someone who is getting notoriety from that, who is getting seen, who is getting opportunities, who is actually about to, again, to your point, feel what it's like to be in the game.
Yeah.
This nigga is living out the dream of everybody from every age. Clearly, Drake at 40, niggas from 13, niggas, everybody want to be this type of nigga rolling.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
But that comes after we film our first scene.
Oh.
I'll give you a private 1v1, but after you go ahead and you do it like we do it in the league. And it won't be full like production with like a bunch of people, but we'll have one videographer. So you'll get a sample of what it's like. So that way when you're talking about what it's like to shoot and you're talking about this player, that player, male or female, you can understand it because you've been at least to a degree behind the lens. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's the only way to really do it the way that you do it. So I'm offering you the opportunity. You come over. I'm not sure where you're based, but if you come to my city, I will make sure that we have a place to do it. You can stay there, and I'll put a videographer on it. I'll set up the whole thing. I'll even go with you and get tested. We'll film the whole thing.
You're serious?
Boy. So I don't even know that young man's name. I don't know. I don't even know that young lady's name. What I'm gonna tell you
I
is
do. Well, I
I
never say his
know
name.
I I know that she is an adult entertainer, and my man was a TikTok, Instagram, Twitter content creator who said, I'm gonna talk about my favorite film stars.
Adult film actresses.
He created now him and the homie that wear the blue robe. I forget his name too, but them are the two gooners who has created a fucking like a fucking highway lane for
Yo,
these niggas.
listen. If you have a niche and you're charismatic, you can do anything with that niche and take it to the umpteenth degree. You know, shout out to the young man. And like we're talking about creators betting on yourself. Now he's interviewing some of the adult actresses.
He went from talking about them. Well, first off, no. He went from watching them. Yeah, watching them. Then he went to talking about watching them with the homies. Then he went to talking about watching them with all of us. To then interviewing them. To then one of them was like, you know what? I'll throw you some pussy.
Yeah, and get you in the industry. If you're that invested. And I'll be honest, like me, I have no problem with sex work. I think that the adult film industry is an art in itself, I do think they get a lot of bad rap, and obviously it's a taboo industry to talk about and to discuss or like in public and all that stuff. But I've never had a problem with it. As long as everything is consensual. Now there are issues with it. Don't get me wrong. But as long as people are treated fairly and things are consensual and clean and not treating the talent bad, it could be a great. I think it could be a viable business and career for some people. So shout out to the young man. Um, yeah, like let's be real, guys. We sit here and we act like majority of us don't watch it. Like, we just don't talk about it. But I think about like but we all know that if you look at the most searched names every single year, it's an adult actress. It don't no there's every single year that the internet has been out, the number one person searched was a porn star. Just think about that. Just understand that. So
Mm.
maybe every now and then, actually, maybe not every single year. Maybe some years like a hot actress slipped in there. Maybe if they released a sex tape or something. But we are human beings, man, and that is something that I think that there is a taboo of that we don't like to admit. But we all kind of like, I mean, not all of us, but majority of us have that, that in us. That's how we procreate. That's just human nature. So there's that. It's like we eat, just like we drink. We have an urge to uh, do that. And view it. So when we see this guy making content out of it, it makes perfect sense that he's garnered an audience. You know, and as long as he's being unapologetic about who he is and he's doing things the right way, not hurting nobody, let this nigga have fun, enjoy it, and maybe he might be one day producing or directing or obviously now he's gonna be performing
Yeah,
with one
on
of the.
me, I don't want to see him perform. I'm happy for the young man. I respect to you, little tad bit jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be up, but I don't want to see your scenes, cause you know what I'm saying. I don't want to know the niggas. I don't want to know the good. I don't. I don't want to be watching you like, oh, he's a good dude. Like I don't want. He made something out of himself. Why
Yeah,
he?
but
Why the
that's where
camera?
we go with this detachment of consuming this content. Like, all right, consume it from afar, and then we like, no, we don't want to know anybody that does this thing. We don't know. We want. Like we would never. I think people, even if you were to know somebody in your life that does that stuff, I do think there's a stigma with them. I mean, if you love them, probably like, hey, that's who I love, but that's who I care about. But
If
there's a
if
stigma
I
with
meet
it. If you were to meet
if
somebody,
I
like,
meet
oh, you're gonna talk about them. Like you're gonna.
if I meet somebody, if I but this so this is my thing. If so, the I think the distance of relationship does matter. Knowing that the homie again is just a young kid who about to get his first activity, because she not only said I'm gonna get a one videographer set it up, she's like I want to do the standard. We get
Yeah,
tested.
you're gonna
The
understand
camera's
the
gonna be
process. Yeah.
you're gonna stand the process, and you're going to have to perform. And then once you meet that requisite, I give you a private one we want. Kick everybody else out. It's just me and you.
No, she says it's
Boy,
gonna be a
what?
cameraman.
No, she said after the cameraman, I'll give you a private 1v1. But that's after we do our scene.
Oh,
She
okay.
said we do our. She like I'll show you so you can have a perspective of what it is that we go through or how it is that's being done. She said I won't have the whole production there because
Okay.
there is a whole production. Like I've seen it. Niggas is eating like ding dongs. It's cheese pizza all over the place. Like
My
it's
my
just
thing is like I just it's the hygiene thing. Like you just I just listen. If I'm being paid to do a job, I'll do it. But I can't do a job with somebody who's not clean. And how do you even? I always wonder how do you even vocalize that to somebody like, hey, you're not all
oh no,
like.
but I think the standard is you get tested and then you shower. I think like I think that's the. I don't think you
I've
just
heard horror
walk in.
stories. I've heard
Word.
horror
I want
stories
to see.
from.
That's the thing. I don't want to. I didn't
I heard
like.
one guy said, like back in the day when you used to watch the DVDs, the reason why I always started in the shower is because typically the girl came in like right after a night of clubbing or whatever, and she's not she's good. So like, you know
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
changing it up. We're gonna start in the shower, so we're gonna get a shot of you, touching yourself, and then we're gonna take it to the bedroom because you don't want to tell the woman and hurt her feelings that you don't smell too good. So they would kind of like do it that way. We're changing the scene up. You're gonna start in the shower. We're gonna do some like different shots,
Nah, yeah.
and then
I
we're
ain't
gonna
gonna
go here.
hold you, girl. Porn star or not, coming from the club, coochie. Coming from the club, coochie is diabolical. Cause boy, you gotta be strong. What's that N95, nigga?
Yeah.
Strap up on you.
And it,
Strap up that
and they
motherfucker.
said it's always the one that is the prettiest ones. Like that's what they said. Like it's always the prettiest ones. And
See,
I'm like,
I ain't
I don't
never
know what
had
I can do
dirty.
with that. I don't know if I
I
can
never had.
deal with that.
I never had the. Okay, so I never had the. I didn't have too much of the steak bottom portion, but girls do be musty.
Well, yeah, smell it. Yeah, yeah, the
Girls be
pits be
musty.
sweating and all. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I've
for
not
sure.
taken a girl home because she was musty. Because I remember delivering this day, I was like, yeah, not today, not and
But
but
I ain't gonna hold you. I did have rules. If it didn't happen in the establishment or in the car, when we get back to the spot, we got showered. That used to
that's what I'm
that just
saying,
that,
bro. I
that
said
used to,
that to a homeboy or a homegirl, and they looked at me like I was the wrong, like I was in the wrong. Like I'm like, what do you mean? If a girl
no
comes to my
like
place,
once we get to that once we get in the door in the house, when she starts taking off her clothes, her shoes, her eyelashes, her makeup, baby, just hop in and just
thank
flex
you.
off.
Oh my god, bro, thank you. I thought because I felt for years like I'm a bad guy for telling somebody to take a shower before they hop in my bed.
Not no, but okay. So now here we are. If it's a dinner date, so now this is my thing. If it's a dinner date, no, because I ain't gonna hold you. My wife, Ivana, I always knew she was clean coming over. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I ain't never had. So if we went out to go eat, or if we went to go to a show or a movie, or if we went to a concert or something like that, I knew or open mic.
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, we didn't necessarily have to because I usually shower before I went out, and I know she showered before she went out. But we talking about club. We talking about I see you, I met you in the club. I don't know you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I ain't smashing in the bathroom because I'm pissy drunk, or we ain't getting filthy in the parking lot before you go your subway and not go home. If we get in the car and I gotta be sober enough to drive home and pay attention to the road and the red lights and play the music and stop and get something to eat, bitch, you are showering
Yeah.
when we get to the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. 100%.
You are rinsing that little booty hole off.
No, but if it's a dinner date and we're having it at my spot but my thing is that, like if I know like a girl came from work though too, I might
No, no, off work, I can't do it. I can't do it. Shout,
yeah.
bro. I'm telling you, Ivana, I know you sat there all day. You did your steps. You went up and down the stairs. You walked outside, bitch. If you don't take your ass in the shower, I had the room with the bathroom. Shower, motherfucker.
Mm,
Shout, go
yeah.
shout. Yeah, I don't. Now I don't do that off the work. I don't do that out the gym.
Mm,
I don't do that out the club. I don't do that. I don't do that, bro. I don't do that, bro. I
yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
It's because
That
if I get the bad
yo,
wind,
I've been there. I was horrified, bro. I had to be. Oh my god, I was a
oh,
trooper. I had to really.
I'm like,
I had to know because I felt. Hey, I'm too nice. I do not want her to know that I know. You know,
nigga, I fake nutted so bad and kicked that bitch out. Are you kidding me? Bitch, no way. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no
dude,
way, boy.
I had to like. I had to switch the position. It was still bad. I was like, all right, guys.
What's the position?
It
No,
was like,
no. Because
I was like,
the back shot is where you get the win.
yeah.
When you put the leg up, you're like, oh, we done. We done. We done.
It was a mess, and I was like, oh my
Nah,
god,
cuz, nah, that's
I
not,
can't
nah.
even, I can't. And I never told the girl because I'm like, I don't want her to feel bad. But I from
Nope.
that point forward, I was looking at her a little different. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, one girl makes me do every girl the same. I lotion. Let me get between that ass. Let me put lotion in between that ass. Let me get in between that ass cheek and the cuff. I'll lotion you down myself, nigga. I know
Yeah.
what I want to smell, and it ain't gonna be your half washed ass, nigga.
Yo, and like the girl looked great, man. Like bad, but it can ruin the entire moment. So that's the thing. And and within that industry, you're obviously messing with a bunch of people that, or you're working with a bunch of people that you just don't know, you know. So so I've heard some things from some people, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if I can deal with that, you know, because I don't want to stop the scene and ruin people's payday and shit, but. We gotta figure something out, bro. But shout out to homeboy. He gonna live his
Not with.
dream.
I mean, he about to live it, bro. He about to go to where she's located.
Mhm.
Get tested. He a young nigga. I'm pretty sure he clean. Go
Yeah.
get tested. Blood work. Get tested. Get swabbed. Get tested. Go to a spot. She got the location.
Hmm.
Nigga, if you don't motherfucking put some soap on your dick and put a condom on, cuz, and go at it, bro. Live your dream. Live your life,
There's
young
gonna be no
fella.
condom at this testing, so yeah.
No, stop up. Stop up, cuz. I got 3 kids, nigga. You better put that condom on, nigga.
I'm sure she's good. That's her job.
You right.
Yeah.
Yo, can you imagine your job as being a porn star? You're like, I don't know which one of y'all just let off in me, but I got 10 months off.
All is love. Everything is wrestling. We'll see y'all
No,
next week.
everything's not wrestling.
Oh, everything is everything, bro. Everything is everything, bro. I gotta get
Oh,
used to
man.
this. Everything is everything. And we'll see y'all next week where we talk about everything that matters. It's been a great pod, probably our longest one yet. Pause. But yeah.
That's what she said.
Talk
It's
about
the longest one yet.
But yeah, well, I'll let y'all next week. Peace out.
Sorry, AZ, man. Sorry, don't beat me too bad at Madden.
If you made it this far, you are a real one. Thank you. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more daily content from your boys from Everything Is.